Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Manuel Santiago from StylesBasedFights.com. I'm doing an interview right now with J'Leon Love. He's a up-and-coming prospect middleweight. He has a lot to offer to the sport of boxing, and here he is. How you doing, Mr. Love? You're on right now.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. How's everything with you over there?
Man, everything's good. Just watching a little movie before I head to the gym.
Cool, man. Hey, I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to interview you. This is my first interview.
Okay.
Yeah, man, just a few questions for you, man. Number one, I know you just had a fight with Joseph de los Santos. I know you had to dominate, and, you dominated one a unanimous decision. Can you talk to us a little bit about your training camp for that fight?
Oh, man, we had a spectacular training camp. I had my three trainers, Rodney Chrysler, I had my cut man and my strength and conditioning coach, Bob Ware, and Nelson Figueroa is my chief second, man. And we had a great training camp. We worked so hard day in and day out, running, doing everything you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? We play everything by the book, we run, we get good sparring, we get everything we need, to prepare for these fights. So our training camp was spectacular. I couldn't complain about anything, and we were definitely in shape and ready for whatever.
Cool, man. I'm definitely glad to hear that. What's your take on the random drug testing that's going on, some boxers are doing now in boxing? Is that something you're willing to do or later on in your career, or how you feel about that right now?
Oh, man, I mean, it's something we need to, obviously, in the sport. You got guys, all over the UK, here in the States, for, banned substances and different things like that, man. We need that. To keep the clean, keep the sport clean. And, me, I don't mind doing it anytime. You can drop me any day of the week, and I know I'll pass with flying colors because, I'm young. I don't need anything to help me, perform, or do anything like that. So I'm 100% clean. So if you don't have anything to hide, just go ahead and take the test.
Yeah, take the test. If you want to be the best, you got to fight the best. And best nowadays, they require you to take that test.
Yeah, most definitely, man. It's definitely something we need in the sport. I mean, now that they're really trying to enforce it, it's something that we should have had in the sport a long time ago. We had a lot of incidents with other fighters, that were, found positive for steroids and different things, and it's something that should have been in the game a while ago. But, I mean, it's definitely going to clean up the sport and show who's real and who's not,
Yeah, man. So your last fight last week was on the undercard of Garcia and Amir Khan, right?
Yes.
Okay. You were at what was your feelings coming into that fight with Khan against Garcia? Did you think Garcia was going to be able to pull the upset?
Yeah, well, I was actually, we actually had this thing called, it's a little game we play on Twitter, man, and what we do is, you do your picks for the fights that are coming up, on the upcoming weekend, and, I had Danny Garcia winning by decision, but I didn't know he was going to do it in good fashion, by a knockout, but I definitely had faith in my guy, Danny Garcia. It was I grew up with him, boxing in the amateurs and things like that. I always go for the underdogs, So, that's just the type of person I am. I know one day, coming up when it's my turn to, to fight a lineal champion or anything like that, I'm pretty sure we'll be an underdog. If we pray that we're not the underdog, but, that's just part of the game. So, I always go for the underdog. I'm always looking for the upsets and things like that. So, I did have faith in my man Danny. He just did it in good fashion, got the stoppage.
Yeah, man, he had a hell of a fight. Now, I'm glad you touched up on your amateur career a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I know you have a lot of fights here from Michigan. They got the Mayweathers, they got Tommy Hearns, Emmanuel Stewart. Can you talk a little bit about your amateur career?
Oh, man, well, my amateur career was pretty extensive. I had over 100 amateur fights. I don't even know my record in the amateurs. I had so many fights. But, man, it was just that was the thing we did. We traveled all over, whether California, going to Chicago, Florida, it doesn't matter. We were there. If it was a tournament or a fight or a show, anything like that, we were always there. That's why we, had so many amateur fights. So, that was it, just going to nationals, you know, doing really good in nationals, fighting a lot of good, top guys all over the world in different duels representing USA and things like that, man. You know, that's what kind of gives me, you know, an advantage, you know, in the pros, you know, having so much amateur experience. So, yeah, man, you know, my amateur background was pretty good. You know, I had a chance of fighting so many different nationals, you know, as a top amateur and fight all over, you know, in the UK, you know, different places all over the world and representing the U.S., so.
Right, so you pretty much got to see every style out there.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you were in training camp as a sparring partner for Margarito for the Cotto fight. And I understand you did some sparring with Mayweather also for the Cotto fight?
Yeah, I actually had a great experience to spar with both guys, Antonio Margarito. We all know his, you know, his long career in the game. You know, a very tough Mexican fighter, you know what I mean, a come-forward guy, you know what I mean, a strong guy, whatever, man, a great guy. The whole camp was great. It was just a great experience. And then I had you know, the chance to be in there with Floyd Mayweather. I was the chief sparring partner for him for the Miguel Cotto fight. And, man, it was a tremendous experience, man. You know, I think that's what, right now, it really set the bar for me, confidence-wise and everything, you know, so. You know, sparring with Floyd, it can either make or break you because the dude is a beast. You know what I mean? He is the best in the world. And, you know, I watched in camp. He punished so many guys. And I was able to be the one to give him the good work, the best work that was there that he needed. So, you know, it was something that, you know, that I took from it, helped him. And, you know, it really showed that I know what it takes. I know what I have to do to be one of the best fighters in the world. You know, I know what hard work, you know, you have to put in the dedication to the sport, you know. So this is what I do. I'm dedicated to my craft, to get better, to, you know, work on my mistakes and things like that, man. So I'm just watching. You know, I'm a sponge. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can.
Right. So you actually, I understand you live in Las Vegas and you turn out the Mayweather boxing gym. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the difference between Mayweather in front of the cameras and 24/7 and Mayweather that you got to see every day and you see him as a big brother?
Yeah, oh man, like Mayweather is my big bro, man. I learned so much from him. The guy will give you his shirt right off his back, you know what I mean? Or he'll give you his last dollar, you know. The guy trains like he's broke, you know, like you wouldn't think he was the highest paid athlete or anything like that because he works so hard. But outside of boxing, and just being around him, the guy is, man, he, you know, the character that he portrays on TV is much different. You know, you gotta make people, you know, make things sell. You gotta make these fights sell. You gotta hype them up. You know, you can't have two good guys all the time. You gotta have a bad guy. So he chooses the bad guy role, and you know, whether it gets people to like him or not, it gets him wherever he needs to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
that's why he makes $30 million a fight.
Yeah, right. So, you know, I mean, but to be honest, man, the guy is a great guy, 100%. You know, he does so much out of the ring and, you know, people, you know, helping different charities and things like that, man. Different foundations that are out here. He helps them and, you know, he helps kids that, you know, that need, you know, bills paid for medical treatments and things like that. I mean, he does so much, but people don't know that. You know, they really advertise the bad and not always the good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, that's just, you know, that's the way the world is. You know, that's just how it is. But you know, like I said, he's a good guy. You know, I got to see. I didn't know what Mayweather was like until I went to camp with him. You know, I didn't really have like this image of him. I just didn't know what I was expecting to walk into. But man, I tell you, you know, for the people that think he's just some arrogant, this, that, cocky guy, I think that's just for the cameras to sell the fights and things like that. But if you actually meet him in person, the dude is pretty good.
Yeah, he was in Tampa. I live in Tampa. He was in Tampa a few months ago, and he came through the airport, and he did take pictures with fans, and you know, he showed that he was a good guy outside of the cameras. But you know, you got to go about your business when you're trying to sell a fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what makes the fights. You know, people pay to see Floyd Mayweather lose. People pay to see him win. People just pay to see him fight. So it is what it is. You're gonna get what you get. You're gonna get your dislikes. You're gonna get your likes, and you just gotta get your people that want to see it. You know what I mean? So that's what this business is. You know.
All right. No, I know you're a busy guy, so I don't want to take too much of your time.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem at all.
You want to talk to us a little bit about your future plans? Are we going to see you in the ring this year, or are you going to take the rest of the year off?
Oh, no, man. You know, I'm young. We stay in the shape. I'm a gym rat. You know, I don't leave the gym. You know, after the fight, we had a small cut in this fight toward the last round. It was nothing major. You know what I mean? So we wanted to let this cut heal. We were going to get right back in the ring. But, you know, in this game, you got to, you know, let yourself heal correctly. So, you know, we just said, you know, take a couple of weeks off, you know, but I'm a gym rat, so I've been right back in the gym, you know, and things like that. It's just kind of hard to stay away from something that you love so much. So, you know, we right back in the gym, and we looking to get right back in the ring early August, maybe late August or whatever. So we're training our butt off like we do always, you know, putting in that hard work and dedication. So we will definitely be in the ring, and in my future, just to keep busy. Just to keep busy, let the world know, well, you know, who J'Leon Love is and what I'm bringing to the table. I'm definitely one of them guys that you want to see fight. I let my hands go. I'm a fighter. You know, this is what I do, and you know, I love what I do, and I can't wait to get back to it.
Yeah, man, I feel you. So now we see it nowadays. You know, ESPN Friday Night Fights and HBO. Some of them show fighters that I don't want to call them meaningless, but nobody really wants to see them. No, they don't have a great career in front of them. You're undefeated prospect. When are we going to see that big push, like when they push you, like they put you on TV on a regular basis when you fight?
Well, I got a great team, man. You know, first, you know, I got a great team. Al Heyman, you know what I mean? They're perfect. That, you know, when they feel it's right, we gonna get out there. I view it like this. Right now, I'm a dog. I'm a bulldog in the cave, and right now they just don't want to let me out. They don't want to expose me just yet. You know what I mean? So when it's time to release that beast, the world's gonna see what I'm capable of doing. You know, you hear behind the scenes on the undercards what I'm doing and things like that. You know, when God has a plan for everybody. So my time is coming. You know, when we're ready, we're gonna definitely go out and show the world. Yeah, you know, J'Leon Love is the full effect, the real deal. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's what it comes down to. So I want to thank my team also, you know, Al Heyman, you know, Al Heyman and staff. So, you know, we were one of the best. Definitely going to, when it's my time, we're going to shine.
I feel you, man. I don't want to take too much of your time, like I said, so we can just wrap it up really quick. Let the fans know if there's any way they can contact you, Facebook, Twitter, email that you read your fan mail from or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, man. You can definitely contact me on Twitter at all times, man. I write, I send gloves, pictures, everything, you know. Just hit me up, man. I try to follow everybody back. You know what I mean? If I don't get to you, hit me up again. I just didn't get to you. But, yeah, you can follow me at Twitter at 2012JLove on Twitter.com. Or you can get me on Facebook, just J'Leon Love, J'_Leon, last name Love, Love. Just hit me up, man. Any questions, anything you want to talk about, I talk about it. You know, just get at me.
Well, we definitely appreciate your opportunity to us giving us this interview on StylesMakesFights.com, man. Man, we look forward to seeing you in the ring. Hey, man, next time you have a fight, let us know, man. We'll do a whole coverage on it, you know, before we write an article, before we run out to the fight. Anything you need, man, whatever you need us to do to, I know you don't really need help promoting yourself, but, you know.
Man, any promotion is good promotion, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, I would love to. I'll definitely keep you updated on my next fight and everything like that. So, you know, just, you know, we appreciate you. I love doing interviews. You know, I love when people ask me to do interviews, you know, it's just something, you know, to keep me relevant and things like that. And I don't, you know, coming from where I come from, man, you don't get interviews, you know, about something you're good at. So, you know, I love it. I love every bit of it.
Cool. And before we let you go, can we get a prediction on Chavez Martinez?
Oh, man, that's going to be a good fight, man. I really can't say, man. I think I'm going to go with the Martinez. I'm going to go with Martinez. They promised a knockout, so if it's a knockout, I say Martinez in the late round, maybe the 7th or the 8th round.
Martinez, 7 or 8 rounds, guys. You heard it here on StylesMakesFights.com, man. Well, I want to thank you again. Man, it's an honor to be on the phone with you doing this interview for our website, man. And
no doubt, man.
Man, I hope, man, just stay the way you are, man. Stay humble, stay relevant. You know who you are, man.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem, man. Thank you.
All right. Take it easy.
There you guys have it for from J'Leon Love for his next fight, or actually his previous fight and his future plans, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. This is Manuel Santiago from StylesMakeFights.com. Thank you.